Hey, welcome to the series of everything you need to know about Python in simplest possible way. The best way to learn anything is by doing. In our previous video, we have solved some of the real world problems by using some of the conditional statement if else, and also we have solved some of the problems by using nested if else's. So in this video, we will be solving some of the real world problems by using Elif. So having said that, let us go ahead and see what problems that we are solving today. So here today we are solving in this video we are solving the problem of age segregation. So the problem statement is that you have been assigned the task of creating a program categorizing the individuals into different age groups based on their age. So based on the age, we need to segregate the people. So here the program should prompt the user to enter their age, then the use conditional statements if and else to determine appropriate age group category. The program should finally display age group category in which user belongs. So the description for this problem statement is that the program starts by asking displaying the prompt enter your age. The user is expected input their age as a positive integer. If the user enters negative value, the program considers that it as an invalid age. The program then checks if the entered age is with several conditions using if, elif, and else statements determine the age group category. So, if the age is less than 0, the program sets the category variable to invalid age. If the age is between 0 to 17 years, both are inclusive. So the program sets the category variable to child. So if the age is between 18 to 64, both are inclusive. The program sets the category variable to adult. If the age is greater than 65, the program sets the category to senior. So once the appropriate age group category is determined, the program prints the message you belongs to the age category, whatever the category we have assigned them, where the category is replaced with the actual category determined based on the user's age. So this is the sample input that we can give. Enter your age. Here we are giving 25. You belongs to the age group of adult. So this is one of the test cases, and another test cases we can consider it as age group is -5. You belongs to the category age group of invalid age because we are not considering the negative values. So I hope you have understood the problem statement and you can understood by the description. So let's go ahead and solve this problem by coding. So the first thing that what we need to have is that age. So I am asking age, and by using this input, so I want integer value of age. So because of that reason, I am mentioning as integer. So I am taking input. I am giving the prompt as enter your age. So this is how we are reading the age of the persons. So next we will be going and checking if the age is less than 0, the program sets the category variable as invalid age. So I am checking if age is less than 0, less than 0. At that time, I am mentioning as category is equal to invalid age, right? So it is invalid age. So if the age is between 0 and 17, the age category should be adult, right? So to mention one more condition, any number of conditions, we will use elif. So by using this elif, I am checking age is less than age is should be between 0 and 17. So because of that reason, age should be greater than or equal to 0 and age is less than or equal to 17. At that time, I am mentioning category is equal to child. So next, if the elif, I am mentioning one more condition, age is greater than 17 and age is less than or equal to whatever the 64. At that time I am mentioning the category is equal to adult. So before any age beyond 64 can be considered as senior, right? That is what here is also mentioned, senior. So I am mentioning else here. So any condition that might be coming. So I'm mentioning category is equal to senior. So these are the conditions that we are mentioning here. We are taking the age as input here and we are checking with different conditions. If the age is less than 0, we are mentioning the category as invalid age. If the age is between 0 and 17, at the time we are mentioning the category as child. If the age is greater than 17 and less than or equal to 64, in between 17 and 64, we are mentioning as adult. So if not, in any cases, we are getting more than 64 age, we are getting that, we are mentioning that as senior. So let us print this category. So I am printing as expected, you belongs to the age group. So you belong to the age group, whatever the group that the person is belongs, we have mentioned through category, right? So I am mentioning as category. So if I execute this, I am asked to enter the age. If I enter, let's say first start with the native value. So check with native value. You are belongs to the invalid age. So that is fine because I am entering native value. So now I will be entering, let's say 15. So at the time I am getting child. If I enter 35, I am getting adult. If I enter with anything which is greater than 64, let's say 69, I am getting the value as senior. So I hope you have understood this problem statement. I hope you have understood this approach to solve this problem using multiple conditions, multiple ellipses. We are making this problem statement can be solvable. So let's go ahead and solve one more problem. So in here, you are building a simple calculator. So let's check with the problem statements. You have been tasked with creating a simple calculator program performs basic arithmetic operators on two numbers based on the user's input. The program should prompt the user to enter operator. So these are the operators that we are asking user to enter, as well as two numeric values using conditional statements if, elif, and else. The program will perform corresponding operations and display the result. So this is the basic problem statement that we are having. So let's go ahead and understand more by this description. The program starts with the displaying the enter the operator. So after the user expected to input of the operators either maybe plus, minus, multiplication symbol and division symbol. So after the operation input, the program prompt user to enter two numeric values, number one and number two. They want to perform operations on. So among these between on these two numbers only, we are performing these operations. So next, the program then checks the value of the operator using if, elif, and else statements to determine which arithmetic operation to be performed. So if the operator is plus, we are performing addition operator between number one and number two and store that result in the result variable. If minus, we are performing subtraction, store the result into result. If the operation is multiplication, we will doing multiplication in this number one, number two, and storing the value in the result. If the input as division, we are doing division between number one, number two, and store the result in the result. So finally, we will be displaying the result as like this result where result will be replaced with the actual result. So this is the sample input that we are getting. So enter the operator. The operator is entered as multiplication symbol. So the multiplication will be happen among these two valuables and we are getting this result. So this is one of the test cases and another test cases we are getting here. So here we will be having the input is given this modulo operator. As we don't have this modulo operator in these operations, we are considering that as invalid operator. So I hope you have understood this problem statement and this description as well. So let's go ahead and solve this problem. So the first thing that what we need to read is that operator. So enter the operator. So I am taking operator variable. So I am asking input from the user, enter the operator. So the operator I want is addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division only. So this is what I am asking from the user. So As and when I have asked this user will enter the operator. So next I want two numbers to perform these operations, right? So for that reason I am taking number one and I am asking integer. I want integer values only. Because of that reason I am mentioning as integer. I am asking input enter the first number. So I am asking first number to enter. I am asking then second number to enter. Input enter the second number. So I'm also asking second number to enter. Next, so we have read all these operators. We have read the numbers and also we have read the operators as well. So then what we need to do is that we need to check the operator is entered addition or subtraction or multiplication or division. So for that, for initially I will start with if the operator equal to addition. At that time, what I need to do is that I need to store this variable as mentioned in this. I need to store this result into result after performing the operation. So the operation I will be performing on number one and number two is this addition. So I will be storing that result in the result variable. Elif, if the condition, if the entered operator is minus operator equal to minus, at that time I need to perform subtraction operator these two variables. So I need to use subtraction operator from number 2 to number 1. So I am removing number 2, number 1. I am mentioning number 2 minus number 1. Next, I will be checking one more condition. If operator equal to multiplication, at that time I will be mentioning the result as number 1 multiplication with number 2. So this is storing in the result. Later, I will be checking elif operator equal to I am mentioning division if that is a division operator user giving. So I am storing the, let's say I am storing the result into number 1 division with number 2. So like this, I am doing all these operations per addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. If any operator is entered other than these four operators, I will be mentioning as print invalid operator. Invalid operator. So this is how I will be mentioning. So if at last I am printing the result here. So I am printing the, as like mentioned, result. I need to mention the result here. So this is how we can actually solve this problem. Here, initially we have read operators and then we have read two numbers to perform these operations. Later, we have checked with each and every operator that we are getting for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and any other value other than this operator we are giving as invalid operator. At last, we are printing that result. So let me execute this and show you the output. So here it was asking for addition operator. I am giving addition here and I am giving the number as 2 and also I am giving the second number as 4. So we are getting the output to 2 plus 4 which is of 6. If I execute with subtraction 4 and second number is 8, I am getting 4 because 8 minus 4 is 4. So that is how I am getting. So if I execute with multiplication, so I am putting multiplication here and I am mentioning 3 and 4 and which is the result of 12. If I give subdivision operator, so I am giving 5 and also I am giving 25. So which is of 0.2 which is 5 divided by 25 which is 0.2. If I give any operator apart from this operator, let's say I am giving modulus operator. So it was still asking the number 1 and number 2 and still, so it was giving invalid operator and also it was doing the result operation. So that is how we can actually do this. But why I am getting this result 0.2? So it was actually stored previous value. Because of that reason I am getting this result. That is fine. So I don't have to worry about this result. If I execute this with one more operator, Let's say I am executing this multiplication. So if I mention 4 and 3, I am able to get 12. So the result what we have got previously is something else result. Previous result it was stored, because of that reason we are getting 0.2 previously. So that's it for this problem. So we can actually solve this problem like this. So in the next video I will be giving some of the problems, so those problems can be solved by you. So you can solve those problems and comment those problems in the comment section. So if you find any difficulty while solving those problems, you can refer my GitHub repository where I will be putting all of those solutions for those problems. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video interesting, hit the like button and subscribe for more this kind of videos. And thank you for watching. See you in the next video.